Welcome to the second poorly edited podcast. I'm here with me, Storm, and
and Chandler. I'm also here.
and Chandler. So with us today we have Madison Hughes. The way we found Madison was completely on accident. I was going through my Spotify weekly, what's it called? The Spotify weekly suggestions. And I heard a song called LeBron, and I was like, hey, that's not what I'm used to hearing. So I went into the suggested, and in her suggested was a bunch of artists like Filthy Frank and...
Wait, really?
Yeah, Filthy Frank was there.
Oh, no.
Tanner Fox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have Jake Paul in your suggested. That's another one. Yeah, some pretty odd ones. So we're going to get started with some of these questions. First, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into music, when you started playing, how you started playing. Give us a lowdown about that.
So always been a musical person since I was like 9. That's when I started guitar, and I mainly just liked guitar at that point. Let's see. In middle school, I joined like choir and started doing musicals. School started like experimenting with songwriting, and last year was when like beat making entered all that, and that was super fun phase. That's when like basically my first electronic or hip hop song that I made on my computer was the LeBron song, but we'll get into that as we talk further.
So that was your first song?
Yeah, that was my first song.
So you're I wish.
Yeah, man. I wish our first podcast got 100,000. Wow, man, that's awesome.
I made like songs before, but none of them actually got finished. So I never was on real.
No, I feel that.
I put out there, and it's crazy how it went viral.
Yeah.
So what was it like? Like, did you ever wake up one day and there's just like way more views than you expected on something? What was that like?
And I think it was so the night I put it out there, I DM'd LeBron fan pages on Instagram saying, hey, check the link in my SoundCloud, link in my bio.
Yo.
Yeah, LeBron won. So excited, trying to hype everyone up and like at a bunch of people.
Was that during the 2016 finals or before or after?
I had the beat ready the night of the night that they won. Same night they won, I was like, I'm gonna try to write lyrics tonight and then try to record it the next day. And
that's awesome. So you had to put it out right then and there. That's awesome. That was perfect timing too.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Was that that was planned though, to time it like that?
Well, I didn't even know I was going to write a song about LeBron. Okay, so I had this beat going to be the LeBron beat, but I was having kind of like a writer's block. Like I said, I'd never written a real song before. I'd always liked that song, Wyatt Anderson. That's about a basketball player.
Oh yeah, dude.
He kind
of cool. Love Post Malone.
If I could write like a song about LeBron, a lot of people love him. It might be a good marketing strategy to write a song about a player like that, because people would be interested in a song like that instead of like a breakup.
True. Also very true.
Yeah, come out with your first one. Yeah, that's a great point. So that one viral. That was during the wait. Let's talk about Post Malone for a second.
Yeah, you mentioned Post Malone.
How do you
gotta
feel
go
about
in?
Post Malone?
Like, I think he's kind of similar to me in that he does a lot of folk music too.
That's so cool.
Yeah, like I think broken whiskey glass is kind of that
yeah,
one.
And Feelin' Whitney.
Feelin' Whitney, yeah.
Yeah, love those songs.
Yeah, Post Malone was by far my favorite artist of this summer. So
I think
good.
I could say the same. I don't think I really got into anyone like I got into him this last year.
Yeah, Calvin Harris had some good songs, but
Well, let's not get crazy.
So tell us some of your.
Question.
Go ahead.
Your first question about like the viral thing. So I know it was the day after I uploaded it, which was two days after the finals. It had like 3,000 plays by then, and then over the course of like 5 more days, it accumulated up to like plays. But it was never like a 0 to 100 kind of thing. It was like always steadily growing. But it was really exciting for me because that's never happened before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
That's a once in a lifetime type of thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not put her career like.
No. I mean, like
Well,
a viral, like
you said it.
when you wake up.
No, you already said it's out there now.
So, talking about the 2016 finals. So I'm from Miami.
Yeah.
And I live and breathe Heat basketball.
Uh oh.
And I'm not a huge fan of LeBron.
Uh-oh.
And that's the nice way of putting it. So, like, you're from Cleveland, right?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is a
So
really
I'm not from
awkward
Cleveland.
So you said because she knows what's gonna come next, that you're gonna fight with her about sports in colleges.
Can you hear us? Okay.
I just heard someone say, "Uh-oh." I was like, "What?"
It was me. Yeah.
So when LeBron left Cleveland, how did you take that? Were you a LeBron fan then?
No, okay, that's the funny part. I literally don't know, like,
Oh.
Yo, that's
really
so funny. No, that's the fun. That makes me feel better because neither do I. I was like,
apparently LeBron's leaving the Cavaliers now. I don't really know. Like, that's how sad I don't know much about basketball. So I did, like, that's the fun. I had to do all this research to write.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh.
No, I love that way more. I like that version way more.
I like that version
because you wrote a song about like I can't write good songs about things I do know. And then you can just write one.
We can't make good music.
You can't.
In general.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, that's crazy. I think that's way more interesting of a dynamic than.
It's not interesting at all. Nope.
But you know what? Frankly, Storm, I would find it a little weird if she was like, I love LeBron so much that I'm going to do a song about him. I think it's like better that she's like, yeah, I don't really care. Like,
I mean, okay, so if we're talking about LeBron, right? What would it take for you to make a song about Jake Paul? What would it take?
Is
good.
You don't know who Jake Paul is?
You're doing it right.
Oh, man.
Jake Paul is a...
He popped up on one of my suggested artists or something.
Yeah. Well, it's because I wouldn't call him an artist, but
he's not an artist.
Jake Paul was a Viner, a Vine star with his twin brother, Logan, and whatever. And they, like, when Vine went down, they went to YouTube, but they have been very toxic on YouTube. And Jake makes very bad rap songs.
Yeah, his songs are really toxic.
Yeah.
But after this, you need to go watch It's Every Day, bro. And, like, your insides will be hurt because you're far better than they are, yet they just, like, they exploded. He got 10 million subscribers in less than a year.
Yeah, it's one of those nepotism things that'll just really make you upset.
Yeah.
To think about.
We tried talking about him in our first podcast and it didn't take us anywhere.
Well, we just took us to a negative place, which is where I don't want to go right now. So, Madison, what I wanted to ask you, how, like, what exactly is the because not anybody can just jump on Spotify. So, like, what is at least to my knowledge? So, what was the process like that you had to go through in order to get your music on there and get started on Spotify? Yeah.
I originally was like a SoundCloud artist, and I don't know, recently I've heard about with SoundCloud going down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually happening. We'll see. But Spotify, it's actually pretty easy. some online publishing platform like TuneCore to sell your music on iTunes or Spotify, Amazon, and all that. Going through
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, instead of going through a label.
Wait, so you said you went through a label?
Instead of going through a label, yeah, you can just go through CD, Baby, I think it's called, and then TuneCore.
TuneCore?
Yeah, I heard about that. You can go through.
What did you just eat? What did you just put in your mouth? Why would you do that?
Why not?
Do you think no one would hear the unwrapping of that loud plastic?
And that's not getting edited out. I'm not gonna touch that.
Well, what bothers me is that you turned away from the mic as if that would make it any less loud. Like, that was the loudest possible thing you could have just tried to eat. I'm upset.
Okay, so you're telling me at one point you were a SoundCloud rapper, right?
Okay, well...
She's like about to defend herself. It's not an insult.
Yes, it...
I'm just saying, it's funny that you mentioned Spotify because most people discover me through SoundCloud. That's where
I can agree with that, yeah.
SoundCloud rapper.
I only have like 4 songs on Spotify.
Yeah, your discography is way larger on SoundCloud. Is that because it's easier to just throw something up on SoundCloud? Like there's not as much of a process?
That was cooler.
That's a way better reason.
No, everyone has their SoundCloud link in their bio these days.
Yeah, true. I do. Yeah, well, SoundCloud just had that update where there's a limit cap to like free accounts and how much you can put on, like how much you can upload. And now you have to subscribe monthly for more space. So that's unfortunate.
Pretty easy to do. And then I learned how to get a little blue check, whatever. That's literally so easy.
What is that?
About being verified.
Uh-huh.
And stuff. On Spotify, it's pretty easy. You just fill out this quick form and they get back to you within a day and they'll put it up for you.
Oh.
It's just like a visual thing people see to make people more legit.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Even though you could not be legit and just fake like you are legit.
I've seen many artists do that on Spotify.
All right.
So you're going to college right now?
Yep, I'm a junior at IBSU.
What are you majoring in?
Is digital media because I also like making videos, like music videos, that type of thing.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm also a film major. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of why we reached out to you was because on your YouTube it says like music and visuals, and we both love editing.
Mm-hmm. And music.
Yeah, like you could sit me in front of Premiere for a couple hours.
When it doesn't crash.
Yeah, when it doesn't crash. So what do you edit in? This is a really important question, and you will be judged extremely harshly.
No.
I actually use Premiere as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen your work, and I would have been surprised if you said anything about Premiere, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty like clean. It's pretty clean edits. I was really into it, honestly. I watched that music, that highlight reel you did for that college football player that I can't remember the name of right now. But I really liked that. Yeah. And he asked you to do that. Like he came to you?
Oh god.
Oh.
What happened?
That's really cool.
A couple of highlight reels for like 3 other players on our team, like big names like Naquan Murray, Auden Tate. If you're not from FSU, I don't know if you know them. But all them, and so he DM'd me on Instagram, was like, hey, send me some music. Like, what does that mean? I responded, I'm like my music or music I love? He's like, music. And I'm like, okay. Our phone number, we were texting about making him a highlight reel and him a personalized song, because that's what I did for the players before. I like remixed a song like Post Malone's "Congratulations," wrote the lyrics to fit the player because no one else was really doing that with like highlight reels.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
That's a good place. Like that's like your thing if you can take that.
And because it kind of came off of the LeBron thing, so people were like,
yeah, that makes. I see how they would reach that conclusion.
Similar here, I didn't know much about football, but after making these highlight tapes, I learned.
You had to.
A lot more.
That's an interesting idea. That like, so did you know like what a good play was at least? Like when you started like editing them, you're like, I guess that's a lot of yardage.
But I didn't really get excited when someone on the defense on the highlight.
Oh yeah,
and all that.
Because you're like, I don't really know what a good defense necessarily look. I guess like blocking so your quarterback doesn't get.
That's offense.
What?
Blocking is on offense.
Blocking oh, you know what I mean. What do I look like? A football player? No, I don't. Those are. I'm an Oakland Raiders fan.
Look.
That's the appropriate. That's the appropriate response. They won last night.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh.
26.
All three of the teams that you like Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Or do you not care and you just go?
I think she just said she didn't know anything about football prior to editing.
I know a little bit more now.
Now. Do you have a favorite NFL team that you root for?
I mean, if you're from Jacksonville, which I'm from, you kind of have to root for the Jaguars.
It's fair enough. Even though it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. Do people in Jacksonville actually care about the Jaguars?
Of course. Dude, so I have so like everybody?
Sorry.
Well, the connection like breaks up sometimes, so I get scared.
And you know, when I edit this, I'm not editing it out.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
just keep it all in. Keep every painfully silent period in. No, I have family in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they're Panthers fans, which is usually very hard. No, they had one.
They just went to the Super Bowl
once, but every year before that.
No, they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Has Jacksonville ever been to a Super Bowl? No.
Have they?
A long time.
Yeah, see? A long time ago. That's more than the Eagles can say.
No, they've been to like 3.
And they lost every time. Oh, you're not even an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, man, I'm sorry about that.
How close are y'all to Philadelphia?
Pretty decently close. Close enough that people... How close are we to Philly?
Oh.
Close enough that people ask me to go to parties in Philly that I don't go to.
I lived in Philly for like 7 months. I just got home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know more about Philly. I've never been. I've somehow managed to never go to Philly.
Do you have any...
By accident. No, I went to the zoo once.
Do you have any interesting questions about Philly? Because I can answer questions about Philly.
No, I don't care about Philly.
All right. Well, good talk. Thanks, Chandler. Thanks for making me.
Madison, do you have any Philadelphia questions?
Yeah. Well,
about like the Liberty Bell or something?
I don't think so. I just know that Lil
See?
from there, but he's kind of crazy.
Wait, who'd you say?
Bert.
My man. I love me some Lil Uzi.
Isn't that where the statue of Rocky is?
Yes.
Because
the
hero of Philadelphia is a fictional character. That's the person that's done the most for Philly. A person that isn't real.
Talking about the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Yeah, and there's not a statue of Ben Franklin. There's a statue of Rocky Balboa, though. What?
You live in the outskirts of Tamaqua.
Wasn't that?
You live in the outskirts.
That doesn't bother you at all.
No.
There's so many real people who did real things.
Chicago's is like Batman, so.
No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Do they have a statue of Batman in Chicago?
They talk about it all the time there.
Wow, what? Did they film the Nolan films there?
Yeah, the last one was in Chicago.
Which one? Batman versus Superman?
No.
Okay, that's not a movie.
No,
that's a train wreck. All right. Anyway,
sorry about that. Yeah.
You're good.
We're trying to rein it in here, and Stay focused.
You just the Batman thing just really got me. Like I had to take a second to delve deeper.
Wait, where's our list of questions? Okay. This is like, yeah. Okay. Who are your favorite artists right now? So, like, if you had to list 5 right now, who would they be?
Okay.
Also, very important question.
My answer to this is very important.
I guess.
Yes.
According to Storm, it is. There's a lot riding on this.
My favorites really change like often. Like I can get someone soak and someone else's bandwagon. Like
yeah.
Like gone back into the kind of the Christian rap scene. But I know that people have all their opinions about that. They'll say, "Oh, it's like crap music." Yeah, no. I like people like Lecrae. I like someone named. I think the place is.
Do you know Jonas?
I don't know him, but I know Anthony Mineo. His last album.
Yeah, that was a pretty good album. I went to see. What was Lecrae's last tour? Anomaly. I went to the Anomaly tour. That was pretty good. That was the one with Andy and him.
Yeah, I mean,
like that album. This is completely. No one else is going to get this question, but again, I don't really care.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah. Did you like the Anomaly album when that came out like 2 or 3 years ago?
Honestly, I don't really know much about. Like I said, I can hop on someone's bandwagon really recently, so I just really know about his Blessing song and what's the other one?
Oh, that's a good one. That's with who's that with?
Like this kind of songs. I listen to him.
Here.
But I'm not like a diehard fan of these people. I appreciate like their musicality and all that. I still like artists like Drake and I still think they're good, even though I may not. Like when I listen to them, it make me feel like the best.
Yeah.
What was that? That makes you feel what?
I used to be able to listen to artists like Drake and not faze me, and I can't even listen to 21 Savage anymore because what he talks about, I just like it. My spirit can't handle that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I went to a 4-year school for 1 year, and it was a Christian school. And a lot of the things that would be talked about in these would happen with like the Christian kids I was around. So like I know you don't go to a Christian college, but even at the Christian college, I had to like party mom all the time, and I hated party momming. Like, did I tell you the story where I was pulled over by a cop and there was like that high kid right behind me?
No.
Anyways, I party mommed a lot. How are you around a lot of kids who party a lot, or do you surround yourself? How do you deal with that?
To Christian school in my first year, when I transferred to FSU. I went to Belmont University in Nashville.
Yeah. Yep.
FSU, and it's been easy to like not get involved in that scene because it really is something for everyone. And yes, I do live right by like all the bars. I live in this dorm. It's literally right by that area. It goes out at night. On my hall, and, that being occupied a lot of the time because it's like a real job. You're like taking care of the kids on your floor, and that's kind of fun. And people.
Oh, you're a
RA.
There is that like Greek life scene and like the nightlife where everyone who's involved in that knows each other because you see the same people go out. And so, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. But I used to think, like there's no other things available for us, but that was not true at all.
Are you a part of some type of Christian group on the campus?
Friends with all the campus ministries, but it's kind of hard for me to one right now. It's just weird to be associated with like an organization. Like I wish we could all come together and a big gathering. That's actually one initiative I'm trying to get started here at FSU, is to try to unite all of them and have bigger conversations about what does church mean. Is it not really a building people go to? I don't see that in my Bible. The definition of church is like the body of Christ and that. So that's another thing to figure out this year.
Yeah, that
sounds really cool.
Yeah, that's lit.
Those are really good goals, honestly.
Yeah.
That are positive, that don't involve like wasting your time drinking when you have free time.
I would rather accomplish that than become famous on YouTube. But
Then get alcohol poisoning.
I had to take one of my friends to the hospital once after alcohol poisoning.
I had alcohol poisoning once.
All right. Yeah.
I'm just
scary.
kidding.
Yeah, that stuff's scary.
It is. It's really scary, especially when no one takes you to the hospital because no one wants to get arrested.
Yeah, that
happens.
That is not a good joke.
What? No, that happens a lot, actually. That happens more. No, that happens more. No, that's not any specific situation, but I mean, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's bad. And
it's terrible.
And I don't want to talk about party fouling that hard, actually.
No, I don't.
Because people died because of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Speaking of lots of danger, not necessarily death, but how is the hurricane?
Okay,
Are you in the middle of that right now?
One thing, I'm sorry.
Go on.
What she was just talking about, I agree with all of that. I dealt with that a lot where I went, and I just wanted to clarify. And I'm a pastor's kid. We're just getting this in. And I disagree with all that. That's all.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say how she's like, okay.
Okay, thanks, Storm. All right,
okay, thanks so much for that. I was just gonna ask, like, are you in the middle of the hurricane right now? How is that going?
Well, it's really what happened last night, and we just lost power for like 12 hours, and that was it. Hurricane warning, actually. So,
is there significant damages or anything that occurred?
The man needed to stay in our rooms for the whole day yesterday.
Oh, that sounds pretty low key then. I mean, what?
What did she say?
She said they were in their rooms, right?
Oh, just chilling. Sounds like a good time.
It's mostly just south.
They have hurricane parties in Florida. Yeah, that's what I saw too. We didn't think that you guys got hit that hard.
I mean, the news makes it look really bad. I googled like Jacksonville weather, and it was like they were like, "Wait, you're not in Jacksonville. Never mind. Forget I said that. All right, killing it."
I really don't know where to go from there. You just
there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype about Tallahassee has to evacuate too.
Oh yeah,
being fine after all. Really, just South Florida that got wrecked, which is going to take a lot of cleanup.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. There's a lot of crews going down there to help out, and it sucks just after Houston that this happens as well. Like, everyone's spread so thin now, and having to get evacuated. Worst hurricane season in a while, I would say.
Oh yeah, worst one in a very long time.
Worst one ever.
No.
Climate change?
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Here we go.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on from there because I
don't much have to do with the sciences. That's not.
Science isn't real.
That's not my department.
Okay, we're running out of questions here.
Storm has it for everyone listening, and Madison as well, for the mental image. Storm has like a bunch of pictures drawn on a piece of notebook paper and like questions sporadically written all over it, like in no order or semblance whatsoever.
There's a guy running after a runaway kite.
Is that a kite?
Yeah.
Kites are not an activity anymore.
Congrats. Keep them up over there. Great.
What is your opinion on kites?
That's a question. You have to answer that.
What?
She doesn't have to do anything.
Okay, all right.
I said, what is your opinion on kites? Did you ever fly kites as a child? Same, actually.
Yo,
I think I could say the same. Yeah, it's like once.
Remember how hard it was to get those kites up?
No, because I was probably like 4.
Okay.
I have no memory.
Whatever.
Did you fly kites a lot? They mean a lot to you?
I mean, when I went to the beach, yeah.
Oh, you were one of those people
Yes.
that always like rented a kite at the beach. I'm just like, get in the water. Like, what are you doing?
I only got in the water. Okay.
You flew a kite in the water? That's a lot of work.
Funny. That wasn't funny.
No, I'm genuinely curious.
Madison, I apologize. Here we go. Do you, on a random note, do you have any questions for us? Because I'm probably not, but just on the off chance that you're,
When is this over? That's going to be the first thing she said. When can I leave?
I have a little more time left. I just got a text from my boss saying, "Oh, gather up all your residents. We have an announcement for them." Wait, what do you mean that you disagreed with something? What did I say that was like controversial? Just curious.
Who disagreed? I don't think anyone disagreed with you.
Disagreed with you?
Thought someone said.
No, we want you to like us as much as possible. We would not disagree with you openly. We would,
I
we would absolutely keep it to ourselves.
When I was talking about the church, I thought you said, I'm a pastor's kid, and I disagree with everything.
No, he said the opposite.
No, I said I agree with you.
Yeah, that explains your reaction a little more because you're just like, okay. You thought that he came back, he's like, wait, I just have to say I totally disagree with you. Absolutely disagree. And then didn't explain.
And then we just went into the next question.
It was better that way.
Okay, so I think we should explain to her.
What did you say?
Like that, like some interviewers I watch on YouTube.
Yeah,
they're like not afraid.
Oh yeah,
to say whatever they want.
No.
Oh, we would do that, except you're nice, and we have no reason to be mean. Like,
that's controversial.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
that's not. You didn't say anything.
No,
you were pretty much just like, yeah, I'm trying to like do good for my community and like not ruin my life. And we're like, yeah, that's exactly what everyone should be doing. Actually,
we're pissed. We hate helping communities.
Do you know what's funny? Is that I worked really hard on not cursing. And then you said the first curse word.
What did I say?
You just said I'm not going to say it again because then that's 2. Because then you'll get me because then I'll say it.
I didn't say any curse.
No, you're trying to get me.
No, I
is
did
piss
not.
a curse word?
No.
What's your take, Madison?
What's on what curse word?
Is piss a curse word?
Curse word.
Oh, I didn't really think so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good thing because we said it 6 times asking that question just now. We would have just racked that up.
All right. So we here at the Poorly Edited Podcast, we try really hard to be as professional as we can.
Not true.
Not true at all. And just giving you kind of a snapshot of what we're doing. And so we're in Chandler's room, and there's crap everywhere. And so we decided it would be a good idea to video this podcast. So we set everything up to film the video, and then when the call started, we forgot to turn the camera. First of all, forgot to turn the camera on. Then we forgot to turn the lights on, and then the backdrop that we hung up fell down halfway through us talking. So it was a complete dumpster fire visually here, and we are. It's really good. We're really really quality group here.
Have it together.
I don't know if you, the 3 of us. I think the 3 of us have like really really different styles of editing and content.
Mm-hmm.
Like Madison, you are like music videos and like clean and like really professional. Mine is be as toxic as possible, and yeah, that's mine. And Chandler,
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be really artsy about it.
That's true.
I'm trying to get like some, and I like it. Music has a really important place in what I do as well. I really try to center around music a lot of times for sequences. which is not necessarily a good thing. Because, you think for a visual art form that you want to center more around the shots, but like the music takes a lot of the personality.
Yeah, I think that's
in
a
the
great
sequences.
Point. Did you see Baby Driver?
No, I really wanted to.
Baby Driver's literally built off that.
Ah,
the whole film is built on the music. The scenes.
Oh, dude, that's
yeah.
I'm so interested.
Yeah,
now.
that was incredible. Madison, did you see Baby Driver by any chance?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
The
what
name.
The heck? The
No, it's because the title.
Film major.
It's because that's actually not right.
Yeah.
The title really put a lot of people off.
Oh man.
For some,
it was incredible.
yeah. Well.
Best movie of the year.
What?
Oh yeah, hands down.
What else came out this? I can't say that I really. It's not Dunkirk. I didn't see that movie.
Dunkirk was good. Did you see Dunkirk?
That was supposed to be good.
What the heck? What is going on?
What's going on?
People? I've seen all the films.
Yeah, the two people majoring in like visual arts like didn't watch any movies this year, and then you were over there like general studiesing it up, and you're like, I see all the movies, dude.
Yeah, man. Have you seen Arrival?
No.
Have you seen Arrival?
This is not.
Okay, have you
right.
seen Sicario?
No.
Oh my.
Did you see Rogue One?
Yes, of course I saw Rogue One.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a film.
That was
guys.
last year.
That's not a movie. That's a film.
Did you see? No. What's the last movie I went to see? It was Get Out. Did you see Get Out?
Yes.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, that was good.
See, we all have common
Okay,
ground
but that's
there.
not a film.
What are you? What?
It's not a film.
Yes, it is.
Do you want...
That was so.
I'm just
John,
kidding
upset.
around.
You're making me.
I'm kidding around.
You know who directed that?
Probably not M. Night Shyamalan.
Jordan Peele. From Key and Peele?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. The comedian, which you would not know.
Do you like M. Night Shyamalan movies?
That's not even close to how you pronounce that.
I didn't try.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Oh, fair enough.
Last Airbender. Remember that terrible movie?
That's the first thing you say?
He's trash.
Last Airbender?
Yeah.
You know what I really liked from him? I really liked Unbreakable.
Sounds pretty good.
Why'd you laugh at Unbreakable, Madison?
I don't know what that is. I'm just laughing.
Oh, okay.
Are you an awkward laugher? Just like sometimes you just laugh.
In awkward silence, and I just laugh. Always.
She laughs when she wants to leave. That's actually what it means.
I enjoyed this time here. That was cool. No one's ever asked me to do something like this.
Oh, really? I don't know why.
But yeah, people would just comment on videos, but no one would actually email me. I was like, cool.
Well, because we just we saw your stuff. Storm saw your stuff, and then he told me to check you out, and we were like, well, this is really cool. Because you had it all going on. You had the music, you had the videos and stuff. It's just a really cool thing you're doing. And you produce all your own stuff and everything from the ground up.
Yeah, it's nice to see someone. I think you're a year older than us, and it's nice to see someone our age actually putting out the content.
Yeah, it's doing it.
Yeah, because a lot of I went for graphic design first. And now I'm just in school, but a lot of the art kids wouldn't put out content. They would just do it in school, and then
and then they think that's enough.
That's enough, yeah.
Yeah. But it's I think it's safe to say that it's our passion, to be doing this. So it's of course you're gonna be doing it all the time.
There we go. Okay.
There was that Windows XP sound again.
Yeah, I'm.
No, that was Windows 10. That was Windows 10 notification sound. I know that well. Because it'll be update right now. Shut it down. I'm like, no, I'm working.
Madison, we'll let you go here in a couple minutes. Just one or two more things. Oh wait.
So we're holding her hostage.
Well, that sounded weird.
I mean,
No, I didn't hear you because it cut out again. But go ahead.
That's fine.
Okay. Here's our question. Would you be willing to share this podcast when it comes out on your Facebook page? 'Cause we're all going to share it. And we're going to try and get as much views as we can, because it's on my channel, and my channel is absolutely tiny. And I think if we get all three of us to share, because it gets you more attention as well, even though this podcast isn't going to get the highest viewership.
Well, I mean, I think that it's definitely going to introduce new audiences to, to our stuff. I mean, we're going to put whatever. You should actually hit us up after we're done and plug, like, give us links to anything you want us to plug, and we can put it in the description and all that, annotations, whatever.
Yeah. So me and Chandler, our goal is, we've been really talking about this, is we're trying to kind of start a culture where instead of a lot of YouTubers coming at each other and trying to take each other's views, we want to like help each other and help the YouTubers we're around kind of build more of an audience. So we want to like plug each other in anything we can. So even if you don't want to plug us, we want to plug you.
Yeah.
And if you're ever interested, we love making videos, and if you're ever interested, we'd love to collaborate and make some type of fun video. We're just kind of here chilling. So you let us know. I hope we didn't annoy you too much, because we're not the best interviewers.
Hope you had a good time.
Y'all did a good job, for real.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, actually, we need to have like a little like backup session.
What?
Was this any good? Like, should we ask other guests to come on? Or?
Should you be like,
That's
like,
fun.
should we stop?
I think it's I like it. I'm being honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, it's compliments for compliments. We're like, we really love your music. You're like, I think you're okay. That's what she says. You're like,
Yeah, I was really afraid, honestly, when I sent you the email, you would go to my YouTube channel and watch my content, because it's really bad. And that was kind of one of my fears, because just tell her how toxic.
Well, it's poorly edited on purpose, though. And that's your whole angle,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you watched his stuff?
You watched it?
I watched the one about the one you put my song in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was by far the worst one. Don't watch that one. That was bad.
It actually is, though. It's like the least
it's
effort.
the least effort I've ever put into a video. I walked outside.
You can
was
send me
cleaning
other
my car.
Wow.
And
What?
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking with us.
Hey,
Dude,
y'all.
it's been
It was
so
my
fun.
pleasure. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
I hope we can collaborate in the future and just have fun and make videos. But if not, that's fine.
Yeah.
Really fun talking with you.
Yeah, but we'll stay in touch with all that. My boss is yelling at me, so I have to go now.
Okay, all right.
Right up to the end.
Yeah.
It took you right up to the end. Have a great night,
Thank
Madison.
you.
Thank you so much.
Take it easy.
All right. See ya.